I really don't know if this is gonna work, but trying to see. Trying to see. I think it's supposed to work, but this seems not to be having any kind of issue at all. So we know. People they hear me, so don't know if I'm trying to find out whether I try to find out whether the thing don't start to the stream. We want stream now, but thing no green. No green people. Oh, this problem says at this point. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for last time. This is wahala everywhere. It is currently assigned. It is currently assigned. I don't know if it's gonna work, but trying to see. Trying to see. I think it's supposed to work. But this is not the part. Okay now. It's possibly okay now. Maybe like waiting they do before. It is scatter everywhere. The earpiece no just dey good. Earbud. I just say earbud with this sound. The clear say the thing is not sound. First of all, the listener could be having any kind of issue at all. So we know. This sound. Clear say it is not sound. First of all, the listener could be having any kind of issue. And if anyone is watching, please don't be annoyed. I'm still trying to figure out so a lot of errors that I'm having using the streaming software. So some of the errors are just mistake on my part, you know. Now the thing where person they try use for the first time be that now, so that should be able to explain, really explain this chart, what is happening here right now. Okay, because you can see, I think we had analysis about this market movement earlier on. I may get to explain it again later on. But right now, I once said that we are looking towards breaking below here and coming towards here and possibly to the red line here. Now, we talked about this, the yellow line, and then the red line, I mean the green line here. And as you can see, I said when I was explaining the entry here, after waiting for the market to come towards here, around this area, around anything, and if you can break it, then it's going to come to this line. But as you can see, you go to this point. After this rejection, it's just normal that we're going to see this thing is turning, trying to turn here. So he actually got to this place because the thing is that I've noticed that this other block being mitigated. About how many other block mitigated? 1, 2, and 3. Just enough for it to close short for the day, actually. I mean, for the market to close short for the day, actually. So basically, toward this other block, yeah, it got to. This should be around not I hit around 30 or 1 hour other block. Let's find out. Okay, for 30 minutes other block, this is the point. Okay, didn't really hit it completely. Well, let's check out 1 hour other block. Other block. Basically, 1 hour other block. This is the candle before the one that started the upward move to break above here. So this is where the other block is. So basically, after hitting that other block, it's deciding to turn. We'll still have 30 minutes to find out if this candle will be solid enough to provide a movement, an upward movement. So we find out in time. So we'll be coming back around 2 p.m. We're going to schedule a stream for 2 p.m. Come back at 2 p.m. to come and take a look at this and see what we want to do. But you need to see there are some markets I just took while I was working on this and seeing that the market is moving upward. You see, after it moved towards this other block, because I said that looking at 15 minutes, let's go back to 15 minutes time frame. Watching a situation where we have a lower high here so that it can, because the balance is still remain this green, the green here, the green line here. Can have a thorough balance. But you know gold now, gold can decide to make this position. In fact, it didn't even mitigate this 15 minutes order block, which for me, I not appreciate well, but I don't have to appreciate it. I just need to follow what the market is doing, right? Right. So, so the point here is, I want to explain why I took this trade. Look at this particular trade. This is 12 pip, 120 pip, sorry, almost 130 pip, but the market actually did 130 pip because they not put it for, I did not get up to that 130 pip as just to, you can't win everything in the market. So as my positioning too, as you see that you actually close, look at it, it's almost 130. That is 120, 129 pips. So this is almost like a turning point for me, which means that this market should be able to even make it up to this, let's say this black, between this black and let's assume it's not going to be going upward. Between this black and this yellow lines, should be able to take it up to that place. But the market, from what you explained since from yesterday, did what we talked about coming all the way towards here or here. So it got to this place. So what we do is to watch the turning and see the turning in 1 minute time frame. Let me show you the turning. You see, this is the first time there was this powerful rejection here with a big body, and then we had this bullish candle. This is probably signifying a possible move towards the upside. So, but now that's not for me. That's not the confirmation that is moving. So the price came back towards, but it could not come to take out the low of this rejection, this powerful candle rejection, not able to take it out. Now, here is an opportunity to enter after this. bullish candle formed. Now that did not happen, and it acted as if it want to go up and dash. Look at this place, it came again, it couldn't overcome this high. Okay, no, it could overcome this high and this high. Overcame here, could overcome that, which is making it. Although this is signifying a higher high, but the powerful candles want to tell us the story as if you want to start coming down. But what you do is that you observe the market and see what the market is doing. It came here and released this powerful bullish candle again, and there was a little rejection for both candle. I saw this as an opportunity. That's why I took this trade. Taking this trade, I wanted to get it up to this point, which I would have still wanted this thing, but I had to put it. Look at this rejection around here, like this other block, so to say. That's why. So you can see, still had the potential. Like I told you, you should be able to get to this candle or even this candle. Assuming it's not going up, but the position in the turning, signifying that that's what it's ready to do. But it has done already more than 120 pip from that, and then so we want to see it move. And any point we see a very good rejection again around this area, that means it's coming down and probably coming to be coming down to hit this yellow candle and probably surpass it and go down for the green candle. I mean, sorry, this yellow line, not yellow candle, and then go down to the green line too. But first, we have to first of all see a fine rejection first. So, what should be the takeaway for us? It's one thing to cite an opportunity, but when you take something that looks like a long opportunity like this, so what do? You begin to observe what the market is doing. Observe every juncture that you probably think that market is going to make a reaction. For instance, taking this trade here up to this point, that gave us more than 200 pip. What a lot of people are looking for to catch 200 pip of gold. See, so which is good enough there. So, but the point is that we know we a kind of knew where we should be watching. Right from yesterday, we determined this point, and then determine that if the market goes and and could not take out this high, then we should be selling. And that's what it did. It was not able to take out this high. And after that, give us another confirmation here. That's for sale. But eventually, this is where we sold because we're not in the market immediately that time. You get that. And then as a result of that, what did we do? It will come waiting for the market to come over this area and possibly this area. And remember when you did 200 people, I said that anybody that is in the market can decide, depending on where you enter, can decide to start getting off the market at that point. So what we're supposed to do is that as it's coming toward this area, we're going to watch the market and see the behavior of the market and see if it's going to turn back. So that is what is captured. Most of the times you need to go to lower time frame, and that's what I do. Go to lower time frame. See, what I call this is a turning mechanism. Turning mechanism. Opportunity to get it. Opportunity to get it here again. Of course, I got it, and you see the market has been moving. Very soon it will catch up with this this place that I said. We're expecting it to get to this, at least to this place, and then to this place. So we're going to be watching the movement of price action to determine what we're going to be doing. Exactly what we do. So the movement of the price action will determine what we do as it's getting. So just a little bit to get to this point where we talked about. But if you see like this trade that I took here now, you see one good thing about knowing when, like I said, look at this is 120 pip, almost 130 pip. If you get that for a day for gold, you are good. You are good. You are good. You are good. You get, even with 0.01 lot size, you are getting $10. You are getting $10 every day. $10 every day. That's a good thing. Then minus the one we talked about in the morning, which is around 200 people, which is $20. So then when you have enough money to release a good loss site, you see, if you use, yeah, okay, right now you can see it's hitting that point I said that we are expecting it to get to. So if you overcome here, we're expecting it to make it to this. And now the reason why we're getting all these places is that these are more like, this is an we can call this a some kind of this other block that comes to form liquidity zone for market to clear like that. But we'll be cautious. You get. So if you move past here and we say it's going to this point, towards this point, is either hit the line or gets to at least here. You get. But the reason we're looking at that is that look at after surmounting this area, because this zone, we consider this zone with the level of this line. So if it beats it, you get to this zone, and then look at this place is like a support, previous support, right? That should be turning the resistance. That's why we're focusing on focusing all this juncture of where we expect the market to go. So as a good trader, what you likely want to do will just be for you to take it bit by bit. Don't go too much too fast, because you need to protect your account, protect your money. The higher the risk, the higher the return. The higher the return. It means that when you go for a very high risk, what happens in the end? If the return didn't come, then you're going to catch a bullet of a risk that you are going to, I mean, a bullet of losses. You get, you catch the losses like bullets. You know what happens when you catch a bullet? You get badly injured. So that is the point. So taking it slow, and then determining some depending on your account. Because if you're using 0.01 and then you're getting $10 per day, that's a good thing for you until you mature into trading. Depending on the amount you have in your account now. You know, because of what you have to risk, you will certainly need to minimize it, because that is the size of your risk. That's what it is. You get. So when you have bigger money, you can risk more. So the same thing, if you risk like 10 loss sides for 100 pip, you know what that means? 10 loss side for 100 pip. Get. So this is 10 times 100, 100 times 100. That is going to be like $10,000. Is it $10,000? Did I do? Is it $10,000 or more? $10,000. 10 loss side. I think it should be $10,000. That's what you'll be getting for using 10 loss side. So, but you need to have an account. So as we see, the market is still moving. Trying to get to the point where we're looking at. So, like, what we do is that let me go to another broker instrument. So let's see, because I want to leave this. Please, we are watching this. Remember that I'm actually not trading. Really, I'm not trading in terms of this is not trading time. I'm just testing the software, making corrections so that by the time I come live and we are ready for business, there will be there will only be little obstacles in terms of streaming it, live streaming. In fact, so when error occur, we just know exactly how to correct it. For instance, when I started this particular live stream right now, I didn't get it correctly. I was looking for, in fact, I was seeing an error and don't know how to correct it until I eventually find a way around it, saw how to correct it. So next time when that kind of error happen, immediately it will be corrected because now boast of knowing how to go about in carrying out that correction. So you can see the market is still moving, going to that point we talked about. It's heading to the yellow line. Yeah, yellow line. It's heading to the yellow line. So let's see. It's able to make it. Has breached our black line. Now, so these are the areas. All these areas were mentioned are areas that one could be considering in order to exit the market. I'll take profit. That's after you have already gotten this. Getting into it early. Of course, we are going to prioritize getting early into the market. Normally, when I saw this, I knew that we are going to have something like this go up. But anyone who enter here is going to spend all this time waiting. But the person enter here, get a faster move to the take profit. So let's find out what is the type of good. Let's see. Yeah, actually 200 pip. 200 pip. Yeah, 200 pip since the entry. But remember, you enter to get out with profit. These are done 200 pips, but I got out at 220 or 129 pips of good, which is something too, like that. Remember, I am not prepared for this trading. It just test. So when we are ready, we don't just enter market from any point that look attractive to enter. We design a place, we determine a place we want to enter, determine what the market should do before getting there that will help us understand that that's the right place to take the trade. Basically, I don't set pending order. I prefer going with sometimes instant execution or confirmation entry.